Mr. Angulo.
Thank you. Well, many of the members of the Gainesville Fire Department realized that this fee was necessary. So I would just ask some of them how they feel about this issue. It's unfortunate that we had to come to that point. But the truth of the matter is that with all the cuts that the city did make, we were still facing a severe gap. And this fire assessment fee was necessary to fund fire services and to keep people employed and make sure we kept our city safe. It's not something that I would want to do again. I think we need to take a closer look at the spending that we're doing. I know that a lot of the reasons we had these pitfalls was because of erroneous spending from the previous year. I mean, that's the fact of the matter, is that the city made some mistakes, made some bad investments, and what resulted was this city fire fee. And I think we need to be much more responsible and understand that everything that we do affects the lives of our residents. So this year, I'm hoping that we can do something different. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, the candidates will be happy to hear it. I have one last question, and then we'll go on to concluding remarks. The last question is, what is your opinion of the current plan for the homeless one-stop center? And I believe we'll start with Mr. Harnsberger.
I'm a strong supporter of the city's current initiatives to centralize services at a location that is appropriate, that will allow us to maintain and strengthen our downtown and our neighborhoods. I think there needs to be great emphasis on making it work. I think we've had that building on the drawing board for 2 years now. We've acquired the land. Why hasn't it been built yet? We've built 2 other city buildings during that same time. I think I have yet to hear from the city manager on a plan for transporting people, clients of the services up to the new facility. We need to make that work. If we build a building and we don't provide a way to get there, we failed. Having said that, I'm very thankful that we've moved ahead on a plan that's, I think, unifying all aspects of our community, and that we'll really get to solve the problem finally. Thank you.
Mr. Zeller.
Rob Zeller. I've talked to several police officers that deal with the homeless daily, and they're not quite sure, neither am I, that this will actually work, because the majority of the problems that they have, and the majority of the people they run into, either are addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol, or have mental illness. And providing the center, I don't think is going to solve that core problem. So I think if we're going to really truly tackle this, we need to get them services such as mental health services or addiction services, so that they'll want to get off the street. I don't think shipping them to another part of town is going to work, because if you're homeless, obviously you need to be around people that are walking back and forth, so that you can panhandle. And over there will not be any really many people walking around. So they're going to, if anything, we're going to be shipping over there, and then they're going to be coming right back. So it just doesn't seem like a great plan to me. I think we can come up with a better plan. Thank you.
Mr. Angulo.
Thank you. Yeah, I am definitely a big supporter of trying to find new programs, new ways that we can help rehabilitate a lot of our homeless that are out on the streets right now. I think the one-stop center it's a great plan once we actually have it. But I don't think that it's the end all for everything. I think we need to really reevaluate the problem of our homeless issue, and that's going to take actually going to where our homeless are and understanding what the situation is, because it's very diverse, and a one-stop center for out of the city, it's not going to resolve all the issues. And we definitely need to start getting our community leaders involved, our places of worship, our religious leaders, so that we can come up with a more comprehensive plan. And that's something that I want to spearhead as city commissioner. I would definitely take that initiative, because there's a lot of homeless issues in District 3, and I know that the people on that side are probably not going to get the services that they need from the one-stop center that will probably be established 2 to 3 years from now. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Bottcher.
I think the homeless center is coming none too soon. I understand it's going to be about an 18-month construction period, and I do understand that there's going to be some kind of a transportation component put into it. The importance of the Homeless One-Stop Center is cannot be understated, because we are not looking at just drug addicts and alcoholics. We're looking at people who 6 months ago had a job, 18 months ago had a job, lost their homes, and people with families. So I think that the One-Stop Center is going to provide not just shelter, not just meals, but they're also going to provide different social agency kind of services to help people get back on their feet and get out and become productive members of society again. I don't think that there's anything that anybody in this community would want to do to slow this down or to stop it. Certainly as a city commissioner, I would do what I could to make sure that this gets expedited as quickly as possible. Anybody who's reading the Gainesville Sun saw, I think it was about a week ago, how the homeless population in Alachua County has gone up dramatically. So we know that this is a problem that's going to be with us for a while. I think it's good that we're taking proactive steps, and I support it 100%.
Thank you. At this point, we will move on to the closing statements, and each candidate will have 1 minute, and we'll proceed with Mr. Zeller first.
Rob Zeller. I'd like to thank all you guys for coming here. I definitely appreciate it, and I've enjoyed it. And if you guys have any further questions afterwards, I'd be happy to answer them. The one thing I want to do is I'm the only candidate up here that has any business experience, real business experience. So like I said, I have 140 employees, and on the current 7 commissioners, Tom Hawkins is the only one that has any business experience. So I think we need a little bit more common sense and logic on the commission. I also, had my degree in engineering, and I think and I worked as an environmental engineer, which I think would be helpful up there. So I appreciate your time. Like I said, hope you have a wonderful day, and feel free to ask any other questions when we're finished. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Angulo.
Thank you. That's a little presumptuous. Well, I'm the only Marine on this board here. You know, I'm the only one with the leadership experience. As District 3 City Commissioner, one needs to know the issues of the district, because that's who we're representing. And I also know the issues of our city as a whole, because I've been very involved with it throughout this past couple of years. District 3 and the city needs leadership that understands what's going on in the community. I have that understanding. I've been in this community. I understand the different plights of all of our communities and neighborhoods. So on March 15th, I hope I can get your vote. Again, my name is Ozzy Angulo, running for City Commissioner, District 3. Thank you.
Right. Ms. Bottcher, you want to proceed?
As a 35-year resident of Gainesville and a community activist for the past 24 years, I have taken a lot of my personal time. I've been a full-time volunteer. I joke that I'm a professional volunteer, dealing with things like the East Gainesville Development Task Force, trying to get a children's museum started here. 10 years on my children's, when they were in elementary school, Littlewood PTA. I've participated in the Visioning, Alachua County Visions 2000 program in the late 90s. I am a graduate of Leadership Gainesville. And with all of this pulled together, it has allowed me to establish a lot of the kind of networks that will serve me well as a city commissioner, because I know where all the disconnected dots are, and I think I have a talent and a skill for connecting the dots and being more effective. Likewise, I will be your full-time city commissioner. I don't work outside the home, and so I will be able to put in the extra time and the extra effort to get the job done. I hope for your vote. Thank you.
Harnsberger.
Susan Bottcher.
Mr. Harnsberger.
Thank you, sir. Well, I guess I need to have a claim to fame, the one person on here who's done something, and I guess that would be going down to City Hall. I've been doing that ever since that drug house I told you about, every week, every month of every year since then. Been to, I can't even count, over 100, I'm sure, city commission meetings, community development committee meetings, public safety meetings. I've served on 2 city boards. I won't bore you with the details, but the point is, I was motivated to go down to City Hall because I knew the decisions made there impacted my family, my neighborhood, and my community, and that we needed a citizen's voice communicating and breaking through the thicket of individuals who are always lobbying any government, but including our city government. And I'm doing that today as I walk through the neighborhoods and talk to voters and hear their concerns. And I'm collecting recruits. I tell people, if you're going to vote for me, I also need to be able to count on you, when elected, to read over documents, to come to meetings, to help me with the budget, to help me with all the issues that a commissioner is going to
Time's
face.
up. Thank you, Mr. Harnsberger. This ends the panel for Gainesville City Commission District 3 race. I'd like to ask the audience to give all the candidates a hand for... Also, I would like to invite the audience to hang around or stay here, and in 15 minutes we'll start the next panel for District 2. Thank you.